I think that I am grieving America. I am grieving the America that I used to know, that used to be heroes, that used to be like the good guy. I mean, they were arrogant, but they weren't evil. I am so sad. I cannot believe the big, ugly, dead-ass bill was approved in America.
This bill is an absolute betrayal of the American people.
We're fucked. There's really no other way to say it. The one big bucket of bullshit bill has passed the House today, Thursday, July 3rd.
Did y'all hear how Trump's big bullshit bill passed? 4 House Republicans changed their votes to yes after Trump gave them signed MAGA hats and selfies.
Because how many MAGA assholes are on Medicaid? I'd be really interested to know the actual statistics, but I'm sure plenty of them are.
This is how it went.
Why are you voting for Trump for? Because I'm fucking tired of being broke!
And this is how it's going.
I've been fucking pumped for this no tax on overtime. I've been fucking ecstatic, dude. I know America's been waiting on this shit. Everybody's been bragging. Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna have so much extra money. It's gonna, bring in so much more money per month. Wrong.
We don't want to hear shit when you lose your Medicaid. We don't want to hear shit when you lose your SNAP. We don't want to hear shit from those states when FEMA doesn't show up for your tornadoes, hurricanes, and floods this year. We don't want to hear shit when you figure out that those tax breaks are not for you, but they're for the rich. We don't want to hear shit when you figure out that no tax on tips and overtime ain't even real. We don't want to hear shit when you figure out that he is increasing the debt ceiling by trillions of dollars, which is going to cost us a lot. Because we try to tell you. So you're excited about this bill passing? Just remember when all that shit happens to you to not open your fucking mouth.
Grand Rising family from Africa and across the ocean. All of those watching me from Jamaica, USA, UK, Australia, Canada. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, I greet you with love, strength, and power. Thank you so much for my returning subscribers. And a special welcome to the new subscribers who are joining the truth, and I love you so much. Now today I'm diving into a story that is making even white Americans sit up and say that we have been scammed, because we all know the same people once believed they owned the keys to the American dream. They own the keys to the world. They are the greatest empire. They are the one who said work hard and you'll be rewarded. Are the same people right now are crying out of frustrations and despair. They are discovering something black people have warned about centuries. The fact that black people have been here trying to warn everyone about the fake American dream, the scamming, the system and everything, it shows that they are too late on discovering this. But once they are doing it, it's still okay, because the American dream was never real. It was a scam built to protect the powerful and to keep the rest of us chasing gods. Because that doesn't matter whether you are white, whether you're black, whether you're Asian, whether you're Chinese, we are all living under the same oppressor, this system. As I always tell white people, for example, the working class white people or the poor white people, you are the same as black. They have never been white. White have never been there. White was created, and it was created to protect the few, not you as a white person, to protect the few. And that few is the system, is what we call the white supremacy. So this commentary is not to mock anyone. This is not about revenge. This is just the truth. And I'm going to break down layer by layer. But before I do that, I want you to watch this clip, and then I'm sharing you of white people, what they are saying, and then we come back with more commentary, as I do always.
Well, they passed it. They passed the budget bill. There's been a lot of arguments over what this bill has been called. The president wanted to call it the one big beautiful bill because of how many things it does in a single document. Other people have called it the big ugly bill. But I think it should be referred to as the bill, because that's exactly what it's going to do to so many Americans. It's going to make them die slow in front of our very eyes. Millions of people are going to be cut off of Medicaid, which is a different name in every single state. Some of you don't even know that your family members are on Medicaid. In Pennsylvania, it's called medical assistance. In other places, it has other different names, so that way they could pretend that the federal government wasn't helping their citizens. SNAP benefits are going to be gutted for millions of people, which means more people are going to be hungry and desperate. Other things that kept people from having to make tough decisions, very tough decisions, are now going to be ripped from their hands. And why? For austerity. That's what they're going to call it. They're going to call it austerity for poor people, for working people. But for the most ostentatious people, there is no austerity. For people with billionaire foam party yachts, for people who get to wakeboard on their private Hawaiian islands, for everyone on the Epstein list, all of them, they get to live lavish lifestyles because their tax cuts have been locked in. There are so many things in this giant bill that have made sure that so many of us will die slow. But it doesn't matter because Republicans got theirs. Donald Trump is going to sign this bill on the 249th anniversary of Americans' Declaration of Independence from a tyrant. And he'll be handed the bill by J.D. Vance, a man who claimed that he was an Ohio hillbilly who has done nothing but destroy the very place that brought him to the dance.
I am so sad. I cannot believe the big, ugly, dead-ass bill was approved in America. Like, I am shocked. I'm shocked that that was approved by people that were voted in to represent Americans. I cannot believe that they just voted to approve ICE to go from being funded $10 billion to $100 billion. You're just like, how could people vote for that? How could people vote for that? How could people sleep at night? How could they vote for that? I think that I am grieving America. I am grieving the America that I used to know, that used to be heroes, that used to be like the good guy. I mean, they were arrogant, but they weren't evil. And those people that voted to increase funding for ICE from $10 billion to $100 billion, to take healthcare insurance away from 10 million Americans, to take food away from children. They're the bad guys.
Maybe when your neighbors are dying in the streets, maybe that will wake people up. Maybe when people are getting foreclosed on in their homes, maybe that will wake people up and there are no resources to turn to. Maybe when you have to take in all of your elderly relatives because their nursing homes are being shut down, maybe that's when people wake up. Maybe when children in your community are starving and malnourished. There's already 1 in 10 children in the United States facing food insecurity. Maybe that will wake people up. Maybe when you have to drive 3 hours away to go to a hospital because they're closing rural hospitals left and right with this bill, maybe that will wake people up. I don't know what it's going to take to wake people up to the conditions of so many people living in this country. Maybe we'll wake up.
That bill is passed. Over $900 billion in Medicaid cuts. SNAP is being cut. Student loans, Pell Grants, harder to get. ICE is about to be the biggest law enforcement group in the country. ICE. There's $100 billion going to the defense, and the 1% is about to live their best life like they've been doing this whole time. Hospitals are about to start shutting down, which some of them have already prepared to start shutting down. It's going to be harder for a lot of people now. A lot of people are about to die, and that's not even a joke. And it makes me sad because a lot of y'all MAGA people, y'all voted for this man because he was a white man and he had how many felonies and how many failed businesses, but it didn't matter. Because I would rather vote for the white man who has no experience and is not here for the whole American body than vote for a black woman who's had the experience her whole life and actually wanted us to do better. Wanted better for America and for all the Republicans, y'all spineless POSs. Y'all, I hope y'all get unseated. I really do. But for everybody else, we tried. We did the best we could. We did the best we could. Primaries is what's next. I'm taking a break. I need a break from this app. I need a break from everything. Because I feel like November all over again when Republicans were saying that, oh, Project 2025 isn't real. It's not real. It doesn't exist. And then turn around and after he won, it's real. And now they're saying, oh, we are touching Medicaid. Now they admit it after they passed the bill. So y'all dummies, y'all fell for it again. Congratulations, y'all screwed all of America.
Fucking did it. The House passed the big ugly bill. A legislative middle finger to the working class, the poor, the sick, and the elderly. And while the rich are popping champagne, the rest of you are about to drown in the consequences you voted for, ignored, or helped manifest through performative bullshit. Republican senators and representatives just screwed over their own constituents. And red states? Many of the poorest in the country are getting crushed first. So let me speak clearly to every single group that brought us to this point. To every Trump voter. Fuck off. You voted for this. You weren't conned. You weren't tricked. You knew exactly what he stood for. Cruelty, greed, corruption. And you wanted more. Well, here it is. Your rural hospitals are shutting down. Your grandma's nursing home is going under. Your insulin's about to cost more than your rent. You dragged us all the way down with you. And I hope you feel every goddamn consequence. No sympathy, just suffering. You earned it. To everyone who didn't vote, fuck off. You sat on your hands while the house was on fire. You thought silence made you neutral? It didn't. It made you complicit. You had power and refused to use it. So next time your community loses access to healthcare, your rent skyrockets, or your elderly parents can't find a bed in a nursing home, shut the fuck up. You let this happen. To the uncommitted crowd, kiss my entire ass. You threw a tantrum in a burning house. You withheld support in a two-party system like it was a badge of honor, while fascists waltz in through the front door. You didn't force anyone's hand. You didn't move the needle. You just cleared the path for disaster. When Medicaid vanishes, when your rights shrink, when lives fall apart, know that you helped light the fuse. To every anti-Kamala leftist, fuck all the way off. You're not revolutionaries. You're not fighting the system. You're just bitter, sanctimonious edgelords who hate seeing a black woman in power more than you hate fascism. You'll write 17-paragraph posts on grammar and tone, while Republicans strip bodily autonomy, crush healthcare, and drown us in debt. You're not allies. You're fucking dead weight. Get out of the lane. We're done coddling your smug inaction. This bill isn't conservative policy. It's legislative warfare. The top 1%, $75,000 in annual tax breaks. And the top 0.1%, 6 figures, easy. Regular people, a few $100, maybe. Low-income families, punished with red tape and bureaucratic landmines. And Medicaid, it's not just being slashed. It's being gutted. $1.3 trillion erased. Hospitals, bankrupt. ERs, shuttered. Nursing homes, collapsing. All so Republicans can tongue-kiss billionaires and call it policy. This bill punishes the very people who voted for it. Poorer red states, rural towns, elderly voters who backed Trump thinking he gave a damn. And guess what? You weren't tricked. You were thrilled. So yes, I hope you suffer deeply. I hope you choke on every cut you cheered for. I hope you watch your towns dry up. Your parents turned away from care. Your neighbors die waiting for Medicaid approvals. Because this is what you wanted. And now you get to live it. This isn't just failure. This is sabotage. Designed, deliberate, and devastating. And to everyone who helped make it possible, whether you voted for Trump, didn't vote at all, played uncommitted politics, or sabotaged the left from inside, you can all go fuck yourself.
Welcome back. Let me start from the beginning. The so-called American dream was sold as a beautiful lie. A house with white picket fence, a steady job, a loving spouse, 2 kids, a dog, a car. You work hard you get all this. That's American dream, and Africans bought that. I saw here in Kenya, whenever Kenyans get this green card, they're so happy. And whenever they get the passport or the visa of going to America, they are so happy because they believe in that lie of American dream. And they said, you work hard, stay out of trouble, go to school, get a degree, pay your taxes, and America will reward you. It was a very beautiful lie. Now, a lot of white people thought this was great to them, but that was just a myth. According to me, it was a myth. And this was myth that was sold across generations. For many white Americans, especially after the World War II, it looked real. You know, they got the GI Bill, land, homes, governments, they support high-paying union jobs, and everything that black veterans were often denied, because American or black people or black veterans did not live this dream. Black people have been struggling since back then. And here's the truth. Even when it worked, the dream was exclusive, okay? It worked by excluding other people. Number one, black people, Native Americans, Latinos, immigrants, and it only functioned because it exploited someone. So right now in 2025, that illusion is crashing. Wages are stagnant. The housing market is unreachable. Student loans are crashing entire generation. You know, healthcare is bankrupting families. Jobs are disappearing. Automation is replacing workers. You see, the robots, AI, it's replacing workers. And now even white Americans, especially the working class and even the middle class, they are saying, wait a minute, we were lied to. Because they are going through hell. Economy is high. Trump has been used to expose. And the God of black Americans is showing the white Americans too that it is bad. Okay? Recently, I see white Americans, some of them are conservative, some are liberal, some in the middle. They are speaking out. They are not just whispering anymore. They are yelling. You could come across a video like, the system doesn't care about us. We did everything right and we still can't survive. We believed in the dream, you know, but now we are drowning. This ain't freedom. This is modern slavery with Wi-Fi. You know, you could meet videos and millions of videos right now on social media. White people are out there talking about this. And you know what? For the first time in a long time, they are feeling what black people have been saying since day one. And that's why I say that God of black people is vindicating them. Black people are being vindicated. Okay? They are losing homes. They are working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive. They are watching their pension vanish. They are seeing billionaires go to space while they can't afford insulin. And they're finally asking questions. Who is this dream really for? Is there admin that is joining people in this dream? Because we are out of the dream. You know, it's like a WhatsApp group that only few, the admin, the treasurer, the secretary, only few are getting the updates. You know, the other ones can't type. That's what is happening. Okay? And here is a hard truth. The American dream was never designed to serve the masses, not even white Americans. It was designed to serve their elite and to use race as a distraction. Working class white people will not realize that they are being exploited to or they are being scammed. I always say this. The working class white people were used. The whiteness was created, and after creating whiteness, they used their own to be like a distraction. Let me say this. Do you know black people want you? When black activists spoke about injustice, they were called ungrateful. When black families said the system is rigged, they were told to stop playing the victim. When Malcolm X, Dr. King, Asata, Angela Davis, and many warned about capitalism and exploitation, white America closed their ears. And black people said, this system doesn't love us, they use us. They don't want black people here. They want black people controlled. Even you white Americans, you're just pawns too. You are not part of the power. You are part of the illusion. Black people said all of this. Black people said all of this. I have gone along across the videos, ministers, black ministers, white, the professors who have been talking about the movement. And these things were said. But because white America thought they were included, they ignored it. Now, right now, they are living the reality. They are living it. Donald Trump came to expose the reality, came to expose the white supremacy. They are seeing that their whiteness can't save them from corporate greed. They are seeing that their whiteness can't save them from a medical bankruptcy or political betrayal. They are watching their jobs disappear, their savings vanish, and their children grow hopeless. And this is where I said, the God of black people is vindicating black people. But at least white folks, my brothers and sisters, I have white friends, they are saying it loud right now. The reality is that the Trump era exposed how deeply broken the system was, not just for black people, but for everyone. Trump promised coal miners jobs, promised truckers freedom, promised suburbs moms security, but he hasn't delivered that. He has delivered tax cut for the rich, more division, a carcass of lies, and then came the pandemic, a once-in-a-generation moment that forced America to face itself. Essential workers were suddenly heroes, yet they were underpaid, overworked, and unprotected. Billionaires made billions while every day people lined up at food banks. But you know what? It wasn't just black people this time. White folks too, from rural town to suburbs, got hit and opened their eyes. Suddenly, white people were crying about the system. They were posting videos like this isn't fair. They were protesting, even turning against their own political parties. But the truth is the dream has been dead. It's just you haven't seen the funeral, but the dream was dead long time ago. And they hide the body. So you can't see the body, you can't see the funeral, you can't know where it is. Capitalism doesn't care about color, it cares about class. For decades, poor and working class, white people were told that at least you are not black. And this lie kept them loyal to the system that was using them while exploiting black people. But you know what? The billionaires class doesn't care if you're white or black. They care about control. They care about profit. They care about keeping you chasing a dream so you never question a system. And today we are in an era where even a college degree can't guarantee survival, where owning a home is a fantasy, where children are inheriting debt instead of wealth. And now white Americans, millions of them, some of them are waking up or waking out of this dream and waking up to the truth that black folks have screamed for centuries. Some of them are leaving America in large numbers. And we are saying there's a mass of white people leaving America. They are looking for greener pastures now. And you are here in Africa, you are here in Kenya, you want to go to America for greener pasture. You are a joker. You joke too much. You joke too much. See what's happening. That's why you need to watch this kind of videos. See what's happening there. Black people has never been allowed to believe in the American dream. Because from the beginning, we were the one building it, not loving it. From slavery to Jim Crow, redlining to mass incarceration, voter suppression to police brutality, we have seen every form of betrayal every time we got close to hope. And yet, black people resisted, survived, and we created our own dreams. We build culture, we build music, art, business, and legacy, in spite of the lie. Now, as white Americans say, we have been scammed, and we say that welcome to the truth. This is the truth. Welcome to the party, man. And the God of black people is fair. He is for everyone. He is for everyone. Don't panic. When you are on the truth side, don't panic. Things gonna move. You dey see blessings. You go see blessings on your life. Because when you believe on the God of black people have been revealing each time the secrets, the debates, the lies. He reveals. Welcome to the truth. And this is the light. What happens now is that white Americans are at crossroads. Some will listen and learn. They will admit that the system was always built on exploitation, including of black people. They will seek justice and healing. They will stop resisting truth and start building solidarity. But others, I know what do you do? They will double down. They will blame immigrants. And they are doing that. They will blame black people. They will turn to white nationalism. They will look to someone else to blame the system that betrayed them to continue flourishing. And that's what we need to be alert of. Because history tells us when white people get angry at the system, they often turn the anger against the wrong people. But you have this question, what if we broke that cycle? What if we broke that cycle? What if black people and white working class people united against the real enemy, against the elite who profit from our division? What if we saw that the scam hurts all of us and decided to build something new? Food for thought. Now, to my black Americans, brother, to my black audience, let me be clear to you, this is not just our time to rescue anyone. We have done enough. We have done enough. We have done enough. We have protested enough. We have marched enough. This is not the time. Come on, this is not the time. And you have seen the videos that stay inside, take your popcorns, watch movies. This is not the time. I know you want them. You have done enough. You want them. You taught them. You suffered for them. This is your time to build. This is our time to build for ourselves. Let them wake up. But don't let that distract us from our mission. Our agenda is to build black wealth. Our agenda is to support our business. Our agenda is to protect our children's minds. Our agenda is to invest in Africa. Let us return to our spiritual roles. Let us tell our stories. Let us love ourselves deeply, because the dream they believed in was never for us. But now we must create a dream that they admire. Until next episode, I say peace out.